You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep. Because reality is finally better than your dreams. A friend is someone who knows all about you, and still loves you. It is better to be hated for what you are, than to be loved for what you are not. As he read, I fell in love the way you fall asleep, slowly, and then all at once. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship, that makes unhappy marriages. I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you simply, without problems or pride. I love you in this way, because I do not know any other way of loving but this, in which there is no I or you. So intimate that your hand upon my chest is my hand, so intimate that when I fall asleep your eyes close. Have you ever been in love? Horrible, isn't it? It makes you so vulnerable. It opens your chest, and it opens up your heart, and it means that someone can get inside you, and mess you up. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. There is never a time or place for true love. It happens accidentally, in a heartbeat, in a single flashing, throbbing moment. Love is that condition, in which the happiness of another person is essential to your own. Love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it. You don't love someone because they're perfect. You love them in spite of the fact that they're not. Love never dies a natural death. It dies because we don't know how to replenish its source. It dies of blindness and errors and betrayals. It dies of illness and wounds. It dies of weariness, of witherings, of tarnishings. We're all a little weird. And life is a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them, and fall into mutually satisfying weirdness, and call it love, true love. If I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk through my garden forever. A lady's imagination is very rapid. It jumps from admiration to love, from love to matrimony in a moment. I love you as certain dark things are to be loved, in secret, between the shadow and the soul. It is better to have loved and lost, than never to have loved at all. When we love, we always strive to become better than we are. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. We love the things we love, for what they are. Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary. One is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving. He's more myself than I am. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. So, I love you because the entire universe conspired to help me find you. Where there is love, there is life. Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song. At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. We loved with a love that was more than love. I have decided to stick to love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. They say a person needs just 3 things to be truly happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. Hearts are made to be broken. There's always some madness in love. But there's also always some reason in madness. Love is so short. Forgetting is so long. Love doesn't just sit there, like a stone. It has to be made, like bread, remade all the time, made new. The very essence of romance is uncertainty. If you love somebody, let them go, for if they return, they were always yours. If they don't, they never were. It was love at first sight, at last sight, at ever and ever sight. And now these 3 remain: faith, hope and love. But the greatest of these is love. Love does not begin and end the way we seem to think it does. Love is a battle, love is a war, love is a growing up. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much, and forgetting that you are special too. When love is not madness, it is not love. I loved her against reason, against promise, against peace, against hope, against happiness, against all discouragement that could be. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. Love is not affectionate feeling, but a steady wish for the loved person's ultimate good, as far as it can be obtained. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. Tonight I can write the saddest lines. I loved her, and sometimes she loved me too. A purpose of human life, no matter who is controlling it, is to love whoever is around to be loved. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. The heart has its reasons, which reason knows not. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.